I'm bearded and irritated. I mean, bearded and bored. The barrel's leaking again. Don't judge me.
I just said, yes man, right away, anything.
So what you're about to watch is my third attempt at repairing this barrel. The first one was just with some candle wax, and that was a total fail. Don't ever try that because it's pointless. The second one was my first attempt at doing spiles, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I had read it instead of seen it, and so that didn't work very well. It worked a little, but not very well. And the third attempt is when I actually did it right, and the repair lasted and is still going strong, and so that's what you're gonna see. Man, that's a lot. So you may be wondering, how does one go about repairing a barrel? Well, if one is lucky, one doesn't end up purchasing a leaky barrel in the first place. But I have no idea how long this one was sitting on the shelf in the liquor store, so I can't really blame the manufacturer. It could have been there for a year. But what I can see here is that as soon as I wipe this off, the moisture starts to leak back in just below where my finger is. So what I'm going to do is take this nail, I'm going to take a toothpick, and then we're just going to tap that in there as deep as it can go. Oops. Cut off the excess. Scrape this a little bit so that we can expose the wood grain and see where all the leaks are. It looks like there's at least 2 or 3 more. So what I'm going to do is just keep putting in spiles until I get it to stop. I think I've probably lost about 8 ounces of whiskey so far, and that's just unacceptable. Too blunt on the end or not. Alright, we're going to try doing a little sanding. Because when you scrape across the wood like that, you're opening the grains when you punch into it. When you sand it, you're sealing up the grains, so hopefully just do a combination of all that and get it to seal up. Now the previous spile repair that I did, I made a mistake by using my electric drill and drilling down into the wood. And all that did was remove wood, and you don't want to do that. The purpose of a spile is actually to hammer that punch down in there and spread those grains apart from each other so that they press in and kind of seal off the leak. And it looks like we may have done a fair job at that. So if you have a small barrel and it starts leaking, you can try this out. This is what they would do in a regular distillery. With their barrel aging, they're going to do exactly the same process. They find the leak, pinpoint it, and then put in a spile or a wedge. They'll use a wedge if it's something on the head of the barrel to kind of do the same thing. But if you do a wedge on the end of a stave, it's going to split it, so you don't want to do that. try some barrel wax before this has a chance to re-moisturize. Just gonna try really hard to mash that in as hard as we can. Usually when a barrel leaks, it's going to be from this seat. It's not going to be from a stave end like we had today. But, you know, we got lucky with a really challenging barrel repair. So, we shall see. And that looks good. It looks like the barrel wax is actually working. It's holding. If I can come back in 24 hours and not find a big puddle of whiskey, you know, for me to lap up from the top of this barrel, then I call that a win. As you can see, all those little round dots these are all the little spile repairs that I just put in. And we've got the wax on there. Hopefully that'll do it. That's too close. You don't want to see all that. Whoa, definitely don't want to see that. Alright, so now that we've got 12 spiles put into the end of this 1 inch by ½ inch stave, hopefully it will stay sealed up. Now that we've got that wax on there as the little backup, you know, the insurance policy, we'll see if that works. Cross your fingers. Here's tomorrow. Alright, 24-hour update on the spile repair and the wax. So it looks like this finally worked. It looks like I have a barrel that does not leak like a fucking sieve. It looks like there's a little bit of moisture here and here, but that's actually the wax, the barrel wax that we put on yesterday. Personally, I still feel that I had to do those spiles in order to get the massive flow to stop. I don't think that the wax would have done it on its own, but any residual moisture that may have wanted to come through is now stopped. So we now have a sealed barrel. There's, you know, a couple of little stave leaks around. I'm not worried about that. To me, that's nothing compared to what we were dealing with over here. So I'm just gonna call that good. I'm gonna top this off with some more corn whiskey. I'm gonna run to the liquor store either today or tomorrow, get some more and top it off, and then let that continue to age for another 2 or 3 months. Hopefully that helped some of you guys. If it did, great. Let me know in the comments. I love getting comments. If you have any questions about how I did anything, please ask. I will answer them. And, you know, I think I'm going to age a beer in here. I think one of the future projects we're going to do is we're going to make a beer. I'll do a 1 gallon batch. We'll age half of it in glass and half of it in the barrel, and then take that barrel aged and then bottle condition it so that we can do a side-by-side comparison and see how it comes out. So if that sounds interesting to you, do me a favor and leave a comment of beer styles that you might want me to try. I'm thinking something like a porter, maybe a dunkel, but I'm really interested in knowing what you guys think. So I will update one more time when this is done, when it's at the color and flavor that I want, and then we will do a beer. So if you like this channel, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you want regular updates whenever I post a new video, ring the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, and that'll make sure that whenever I post a new video, you get notified. And you know, if you enjoyed the video, if it gave you some good information, please do hit that like button. And like I said, give me some comments about what kind of beer you want me to try in this, and if you have any questions about the barrel fix or anything else barrel or whiskey related, or you know, anything beard related too, that's fine. All right, thanks for watching. Talk at you later.